Today is Friday, and I have been recording and crocheting and everything since Wednesday. And I got it all downloaded to my computer and did all the stuff, and I had no sound. Because apparently this freaking camera had the microphone turned off. And I didn't realize it. God, it's so frustrating sometimes. So, yeah. So I had this really long, I mean, hey, it saves me from doing all of that editing, right? Which means I'm probably going to have to do the video over again. Because what I did was, since I don't knit, and I don't have a good crochet pattern for hats that I like, that I think looks decent and all this stuff. I have one that I actually haven't even fully tried out, but I don't know, I don't know. I just haven't tried it out. I got to do the whole thing first. But what I did was, since I used the loom, knitting loom to make hats with, I decided to see how many hats I could make. I started Wednesday, and the first one was fine until I tried to do something different to close up the top so it wouldn't be so bulky, and that didn't work because it's on a loom. And so, I mean, I did that one. I did two on Wednesday, and then yesterday, Thursday, I was really busy. I mean, Thursdays are busy anyway for me, but I had to go put money in the bank. I had to go shopping, and then I had a doctor's appointment that didn't go so well. So I was there very much longer than I expected. Usually when I see him, I'm in and out just like that. Like literally, like one day, my last appointment in July was at 9:30 in the morning, and I literally was in my car. Technically, I think I had my son's truck that day. Sorry, Travis. But I was leaving the parking lot at 9:35. They got me in early. I was in and out just like that. And that was with going and having x-rays done. So anyway, I didn't get a lot done yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Did I finish? I finished that hat yesterday. No, I didn't. I started it yesterday. I did. And then today I finished it, and I actually recorded a TikTok and everything and posted that. Yeah. And now, so all in all, I actually made 4 hats. And like I said, that was with, in fact, on Wednesday, I don't remember, was it yesterday? No, Wednesday, I made whoopie pies too. So I took time off from, loom knitting to make whoopie pies, plus because I had to make supper, and I cleaned the house a little bit and stuff like that. Yeah. So, on top of the bad news from the doctor, which I'll talk about later, it's not serious, like life-threatening or anything, but it's still bad news for me because I've had to do all this crap before. Yes, baby, I know. See, he knows when I'm upset. So, let's see if we can get his cute little face in here. Please, say hi. Look over there. Look, Blaze, look. Look at Mama in the camera. You're not going to look at Mama? He's like, no. Um, yeah, so on top of that, then I spent the last few hours, yeah, because I had problems with the camera. Get off me. My my memory card was full, and I had been going on and on. I don't know for how long. Oh my God, he's not going to get off me. I don't know how long I was talking, purring away. I don't know how long I was talking to you guys before I realized that it wasn't recording. So then I go and put it on the computer, and oh my God, the things I found. Somewhere along, I had recorded, it actually was last month. I was at my son's, and I didn't end up using that recording, but it didn't record. It was, I don't even know how many snapshots. Yeah. It's like, Jesus, this camera, it's, it's not that difficult, I wouldn't think. So, but yeah. So I don't have a vlog for you, is what I'm trying to tell you, because it's screwed up. Or I screwed up, or my life is just screwed up. I did, however, buy some shelves to put in my craft room, which I need to put together. They're white. I do have some of the white shelves. I think I had them in my last vlog. It brightens it up in there. But my husband helped me move some stuff around in there. I got another table in there, which I needed. Yeah, so we'll see what I'm going to use for shelves. I'm going to keep all the drawers. Don't sneeze on me. Actually, the drawers, I can probably put them under the new table. Now that I think of it, it's higher than the others. So see, this vlog came in handy after all. Will you stop? He loves me. Oh boy. The last time I had to have surgery, this one went a little crazy. And like I said, he knows when I'm hurt. He knows if I'm sad. He knows all that stuff, don't you, baby? Yeah. And I have to do it all over again. I'm sorry, baby, but I do. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what it is I've had 4 surgeries on my right foot. Actually, 4. Because the first one was because it was like a bunch of nerves. My husband's flashlight had fallen on my foot, and these, I don't even know what it's called. It's like these nerves, they just kind of bunch. Anyways, I had those removed. Then I had to have, my arch fell. Yep. So they had to go in and build me an arch. That one was horrible. And in fact, that one, when I had it done, I slipped in the shower and landed on that foot. And yeah. So it's really painful. Hang on, sweetheart. And then I had to, get your freaking hair out of my mouth. And then I had to go back in because my ankle was hurting. And he had me have some more x-rays. Well, I didn't go back in for that reason. On one of my checkups, I told him about it. And then he, let me see, how much? Okay. And of course, x-rays. And then I ended up having more surgery because apparently my ankle was apparently disintegrated. Yeah, like they didn't even know how I had been walking on it. Whatever. So I put a pin straight up through the heel into my leg. So my foot can't move like this. It can only go like this. So then, and then I had another surgery because my foot, I had another, there's a name for it for this one. And it's the same idea as the bunch of nerves. Yeah. And that had to be removed. So that's 4 on the one foot. So my left ankle started feeling just like my right ankle did before they put the rod in there. And so when I went to see him, just my regular checkup, I told him, because I knew he'd get mad if I didn't tell him, that something's going on. I love my doctor, my foot doctor, Anyway, Um, he's like, yeah, I would, you know. And so he had me sit down for x-rays. And then he said, okay, I'll see you in a month and we'll go over the x-rays together. He said, because I don't like what I'm feeling there. So we went over the x-rays. It's not my ankle. My ankle's fine. He said, it looks great, actually. Will you stop? You got to stop. Please, stop. He said, there's a tendon, my foot, the arch fell. Yep, there's bone on bone. Does not hurt at all like the other one did. In fact, it's just my ankle that hurts. It's not even the rest of my foot, which is good because the other one hurt bad before. Don't. Blaze, stop. Just trying to put my hand down. I'm not crocheting, dude. That's usually what he does. Look, do you see me crocheting? No, I'm not. I have my hand up here. That's what he does when he doesn't want me to crochet, when he wants my attention. But my hand's not doing anything. Well, he's like, well, get your attention. Stop it, please. Anyway, so I don't know what that means. So we went over the x-rays. Yeah, that's thunder. We got a thunderstorm going on, huh, baby? And you can probably hear my husband downstairs. He's gonna put shelves around. We have 7 cats here, and we have one especially, little Cooper, you know, little gray one. Poor guy, you know, he's what, 7 years old, and his leg's so short that, you know, he can't jump like the others can. He can't jump up on the counters. He has to crawl up onto furniture. You know. But anyway, as I was saying, so he informed me that I was going to have surgery again on that foot. And I said, look, I didn't come here for surgery. And I did, you know, I was like, it's not your fault. I said, you did tell me, you know, years ago, well, however many years it's been, that at some point it was probably going to happen to that foot too. And it did. So, thing is, the last time I had it done, I got thinking about this, and the last time I had it done, we were living in a house that was 2 floors, and our bedroom was upstairs. And so every night, I got knee pads, these like foam, whatever they are, and I would put them on every night and crawl upstairs to go to bed. And then not too long ago, I was thinking, why didn't I just sleep on the couch back then? Why didn't I? But then, of course, I fell in the shower. However, here, yes, I have 1 flight of stairs that I have to go up when I get home from the hospital. And then the way my apartment's laid out, it's, you know, right around the corner, you know, my bedroom, and I literally go out the door and then the door over here, and then go out the door of my bedroom, and that way is the kitchen. Everything's right there, you know. But I'm going to get a knee scooter. I had one of those, and not even for my first surgery. I didn't even know they existed. I know, weird, but I didn't. I happened to see a thing on the wall of my podiatrist's office, and I looked them up, and I ended up getting one for the surgery for the when they put the rod up through my foot. That was it. But our son, the one that passed away, he had borrowed that at one point, and it was already a cheap one, and so that one is, you know, it's gone. So I got to get a new one. So, and I need to stock up somehow on yarn. It'd be a good time to start selling stuff, you know. I mean, I realize I just opened my shop, but I'd really like to. I mean, if I'm laid up, what else is there to do? I could crochet the shit out of stuff, you know. Yeah. I could crochet the crap out of everything, and I could pack it up and send the husband to the post office. See? You know, that's the thing. Luckily, he gets home at like 2:30 on most days. He works for the town, so it's a good thing, you know. But, so yeah, so with me going to be laid up soon, I haven't had a chance to restock on all the yarns because I didn't crochet for years. In fact, I started crocheting again when I had my surgery with the rod going up to my ankle because I was living next door here, over here. I think I'm at, yeah, I don't think I started for that. And yeah, and that's when I started crocheting again, and now, of course, see, I'm trying to come up with some different ideas of things to make that, like, because I know, like, Kelsey, Passionate Kelsey. Um, I mean, I love her patterns, and I've got those at my in my store, but I don't want everything that she's got. I mean, come on, I need different stuff, and I don't do a mig. I can't even say it. Amigurumi, is that how you say it? Anyway, I don't do that stuff. I have never done it, and I'm not really interested in doing it. Um, in fact, one of the things I have in my store right now, I think that's different than hers, really, is I made some pot holders and dishcloth sets and I've had those. Just I made them for Christmas for the kids one year, and I made a whole bunch of extra ones that I was going to sell in my store. So, in my I had a store next door, not online. So I have those. I do have a bunch of washcloths I made too back then, just single washcloths that I haven't got in the store yet. So, so that went on. And that is what happened. I screwed it up. So this is what you get instead of that. Um, hopefully, if this works, then I know that my next one will be done the right way at least. I am not going to do the next one. I'm not going to repeat the one I just screwed up on. I'll wait and I'll just redo that one later. I can't remember what I had planned for the next one, but I'll figure it out. I'm trying to do some different things. Yeah, see that's what I get for trying, right? Instead of just sitting here and doing just always just sitting here crocheting something. I think tomorrow I might see about finishing up my craft room now that I've had those ideas, because yeah, that's part of it. Just finding room for stuff. I want to keep as much of it as I can, but yeah, actually I'm thinking about this stuff in my head, and I'm now picturing where I can put the shelf and all this stuff, and I think I got this. Because the drawers, they have my cotton yarn in them, but I'd like to get those out up there. I thought I wanted them in there, but I don't think I do. I think Anyway, so this is what's going on. I don't yet know when I'm having the surgery. I'm waiting to hear from him. He did ask me, he said he wanted to make it whenever it was convenient for me. Well, anytime it's convenient for me, because this is what I do right here. So it's okay. I can have the surgery in the freaking morning, and I could be on crocheting in the afternoon. Seriously, especially if they put a pain blocker in my leg like they did the last one. Ooh, that baby lasted for 4 days. I'm not kidding. Maybe it was even long. Maybe it was longer than that, but at least 4 days. And it was good. In fact, that meant I didn't have to take. I only took a few of my pain pills that time. That was really awesome. Because this time, I'll take them because I've been through this before. I know what this one feels like. So, I just tell people it's all just because because I haven't been skinny since high school. Well, since probably after my first child was born. I wasn't as skinny then, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, of course the way I'm built too. I've got the skinny friggin' legs, and all my weight is above. In I don't even know what shape they call that, but so I pick on myself and say, well, if your feet had to carry, or legs had to carry that much weight. So, please, honey, stop. Anyway, I'm not even gonna edit this. I am gonna stick it on my computer to see if it has sound first. So I am gonna edit, but only just to add the cards and stuff at the top front, but whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, So I'm going to look at I've just recently made a list of ideas of things to do. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do. See which one I want to do next. Because I'll have to do one of them starting tomorrow. Because I screwed this one up. Or starting whenever I started. Alright, so got a new one coming out Saturday. I believe that it's coming out. I think so. I think it's coming out tonight. Tomorrow. Midnight tonight. And I wanted one for Wednesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I got to figure out what to do now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my butt off here. I've been talking to you like just 20 freaking minutes, man. But you got to meet, hang out with Blaze for a minute. So that was kind of cool. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this thing going. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.